Now, the Ashtanga system, the Ashtanga Vinyasa system, okay, is there and is designed to, so two parts. So every time you move, you're breathing, okay? That's the idea. The idea of Ashtanga is that you're not moving unless you're breathing. So the breath guides the movements, okay? So that every time you're lifting your arms in the first movement that we do this morning, which is called, the first movement, you're inhaling. Because as you inhale, the chest expands, okay? The belly lifts, but the chest expands. And so the movement of the arms actually facilitates a deeper inhale. And then as you fold forwards, which will be the second movement when we get there today, okay, as you fold forwards, you'll be closing down the front of the body. Unless you've got a sore back. You may be using the knees then, okay? But you're still going to be closing down the front of the body as you go in, which naturally facilitates the breath being squeezed out of the lungs. And so on, and so it goes on throughout the sequence. Okay, that every movement is energetically linked to the breath. And you'll begin to feel how movements are, that you don't want to do specific movements on the wrong type of breath. So for example, you don't want to fold forwards on an inhale breath, because it feels wrong. Because if you're inhaling and going forwards, when you inhale the diaphragm goes down, but because you're going forwards, all of the internal organs are coming up and getting pressed in. So there's so there's no space for the inhale. So inhaling is always opening and expanding movements, whereas exhaling are grounding, rooting, condensing movements. Okay? And these are the fundamentals of the Ashtanga practice. Okay? And even people who are working on the more advanced series are still exploring this. Okay? And this is the advanced work. And yet as beginners, you start there as well. So it's not like you kind of advance through a hierarchy of grade 1 yoga to grade 2 yoga to grade 3 yoga, like you might clarinet or something. Okay? So it's more of a, everyone works from the same box of tools. It just depends on how you apply the tools that you've got. And it's the quality of the breath that you're seeking. So don't get too attached to the physical movements as we practice. And that's one of the things that you can often get lost in Ashtanga, which is that, I can't do that. And some of you might have looked at, the internet, YouTube videos and thought, I'm never going to be able to do some of the poses that are on there. Okay, and the thing is, that's not the idea, yeah? The poses are there to get you in touch with your breath. And even if your pose looks nothing like that one, that's okay.